Hey guys, it's Jordan from Simple Software. I'll be going through another demonstration of a common scenario merchants face where they want to discount all products in their online store with the exception of like one or two products. So just install the app Product Price Scheduler. The link is in the description. I won't go through installing an app for Shopify. It's pretty straightforward. So we'll hit create job and we'll give it a name, discounts, everything. We'll just say discount all by 50%, and we'll exclude gift cards because that's a common need. And we will be doing a percentage increase or decrease. It will be a decrease, so minus 50. And we're sort of targeting all products, but we're not really, because gift cards are a product. So if we go to a specific collection, I've already created this collection, but what you'll want to do if you want to target all products with with the exception of gift cards, I just have given my gift card product a type of gift card, and then I've created another collection. And then I've just said product type is not equal to gift card, and that will target every single product in my store that's not equal to gift card. And what you also want to do is probably change the availability of this. So we'll turn these off because you don't want it to show on the storefront. We just want to use it in the app. So we've got our collection, all products, no gift cards. So if we go back to our app and we hit select collection, we'll select our all products, no gift cards collection. There's 101 products in that collection. We'll be starting the rule immediately, so we can ignore these. But you will need to select the date and time of when the rule needs to start and also needs to end. Or if you want to run the rule indefinitely and manually end, then you would leave this unselected. Put any email addresses you want to notify when the job starts and ends. And for this, we'll do something a little bit different. We'll adjust the compare at price, but what we'll do is we'll say fixed increase or decrease, and we'll say let's say $1. So this means that if the products that are being targeted have a compare at price set, then we want to increase that compare at price by $1. So it gives a sort of like a hyperinflated discounting effect. And we'll just hit test. So none of these products have a compare at price, but I know some do in that collection. These are just the first 6 that we're tested against. So we'll just hit start now. And it is started immediately, starting soon. It should take like a minute or so. Just hit refresh. It's got 44 products left. When you use the options that are adjusting compare prices, you will get the strike through mark on your online store, so the customers can see the old price and the new price. So if we go to our online store and we just have a look at Bold Dawn, just as an example, you can see it looks like it's on sale. It looks like it is being discounted from $11 down to $5. I didn't actually check Bold Dawn before the rule started, but we know that we increased the compare price by $1, so this should have been $10 before the rule started. So what we'll do is we'll go back here and we'll just hit revert. So this is like when you hit revert, it's like ending a job. So we'll hit revert and we'll just wait for that to finish. It's usually pretty quick. This is backed by some pretty amazing infrastructure. It can handle stores with tens of thousands of products in it, no problem. Cool, so the job has been reverted. I'll just go back to here. So Bold Dawn, we're looking at this. $11 and $5. So I'll just refresh this page and it should go to $10. And there we go, $10. So if we go to Bold Dawn in our admin, Bold Dawn, we'll open it here. Cool. So Bold Dawn had a comparative price of $10. So when our rule was active, that increased to $11, while simultaneously decreasing the price to $5. So you can sort of understand what I mean by like a hyperinflated discount, which is a pretty common marketing strategy leading up to a sale and during a sale. But yes, that's pretty much it for that video. I'll be doing a few more videos on common scenarios, so I'll put I'll be creating a new section in the app for how-to videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.